Hi guys and welcome to another video. Today we are driving this first generation i10 and this is my mama's car actually. So I thought it would be very nice if I could take it out for a spin and tell you guys how it's like to drive a 10-year-old car. This is, as you can see, the first generation i10 in sort of a golden color. The front end looks really nice. So we are talking about the exteriors first, then we are going into interiors, and then we are going to drive this vehicle and see how well it drives. So the first thing is the front, and it looks kind of nice. I like it better than the new generation, the Grand i10. It looks better to me. It has this sloping hood, you call it. The wipers are nicely integrated, as well as the washers. Actually, the washers are not working in this car. So here you have the outside rear view mirrors, which are internally adjustable. This is the Era model, which is, I guess, second from the base variant, and it is not very expensive model. So it has outside rear view mirrors which are internally adjustable, and then you have wheels. These are 13-inch wheels and they are steel rims, of course. And the back of this car is not very interesting as compared to the new one. The new one, the Grand i10, has a better back as compared to this car, but it's not very bad, it's good. Now let's take a look at the boot of this car. Lots of stuff kept in the boot, and it's not very big boot, I guess 225 liters it is. Let's close it. So not very much going for the exterior of the car. Pretty simple and straightforward. Nice shape, I must say. The one cool point or one advantage of this car over the Altos and other car that were in segment, the Swift, is that the window area, as you can see on this car from the side, is very big. So it feels a lot more roomier and airier as compared to that car, but it is not very big when you compare it side by side according to the size. So it feels bigger than the Swift because of this window area. So actually, to sit inside this car, it feels a lot better as compared to the Swift because of these large window size. The window area is really nice. So overall it feels roomier as compared to the Swift, but I guess it's not bigger than the Swift. Actually, it's smaller than the Swift. So that's that. Let's get into the interiors fast. So this is what you get inside of an i10 first generation Era model. So you get a nicely laid out dashboard, and actually the car feels a lot bigger because of all these beige materials used inside the cabin. Not a lot of blacks are used. Almost everything is beige, and the cabin feels a lot roomy. And here's the dials and stuff. A nicely laid out dial as always by Hyundai. This is an aftermarket CD player. Now AC controls here. A very small and slick, cute looking gearbox. You have glove box there, and inside auto dimming. No, not auto dimming. Manually adjustable inside IRVM you have. And what else? Yeah, you have front two power windows for the Era model, and also you have tilt adjustment for the steering wheel. Now this is the back seat of the car. This seat is pushed all the way front, and that seat is pushed all the way back. So this is the kind of space you can extract out of an i10, the first generation one. No adjustable headrest. Front and rear both are fixed headrests. So the space is okay considering if you have a small family and not a lot of tall people, because in that case the knee room would be really tight. And the seats are comfy, nice contours as compared to a Maruti car. Maruti cars always have flatter seats, and Hyundais have nice contours, so that's a plus point here. The fit finish is really good as compared to Maruti because it is a Hyundai. Of course, it has to have a good fit and finish. The build quality is very good as compared to a Maruti. The windows here are rolling ones and still operate nice and smooth, so that's a big plus point. And the plastic quality overall use is really nice. In fact, the mats are also beat, so you can see how Hyundai's tried to make this car feel a lot bigger. So inside, this car is powered by a 1.1 liter IRDE petrol engine, which produces 66 horsepower and 99 Newton meters of torque. So according to the size of car, I guess it should have a nice drivability, but we'll see in a short while. So I guess we have covered all the things in exterior and interior, so it's time to give it the beans. So guys, we are driving this vehicle and I've been driving it for a few minutes, and actually I'm liking the engine of this car as compared to the other small cars which are Celerio and Alto. The engine on the new Grand i10 is different as compared to this, but this is a very nice and peppy engine. It pulls the car really nice and clean. So also the gearbox and clutch are very nice and slick shifting, so that's a big plus too. This car has not been driven very much. It is only 14,000 kilometers and it is like 9 or 10 years old, so it has been driven very less, and the clutch is really nice and linear. Not exactly, the clutch is not very linear, but it is okay. The gearbox is very slick shifting. It shifts right into the slots, and that's a very good thing. The brakes are soggy, not very good. There is no initial bite in the brake, so that's a negative point. And also the steering is typical Hyundai, which is bad, and this is even worse as compared to the newer i20. It has no feel and feedback, and it is very vague. It doesn't phase up the way you want it to. But the gearbox and engine is very nice, and that was the main reason this car sold so much when it was launched, because it was offering a very peppy engine as compared to the other cars of that time, which were having 800 or 1000 cc engine. So this was the USP of this car. Its engine is really nice. So the nice thing about this steering is that although it is vague and doesn't give exactly the feedback you want, but it is relatively heavy as compared to the newer Hyundai cars, which are like super feather light steering wheels. They tend to go anywhere with just a flick of your finger. So this is relatively heavy as compared to those steerings, but it still lacks feedback and feel, so it is not exactly a good steering wheel. But the car is good. The engine has kind of a diesel pull. You just go on the throttle and it pulls very nicely, so that's a big plus point of this engine. Also the NVH are good. I'm not sure if it is a 3-cylinder or a 4-cylinder motor. I guess it's a 4-cylinder motor because 1.1 liter 4-cylinder motor, it makes sense. So this is, according to me, I guess a 4-cylinder motor, and NVH levels are good. The engine noise does enter the cabin, but it is good engine noise. Not exactly Maruti level good, but still okay. Maruti's engine sounds very sporty when they are revved, but this is also okay. So this is a car which you can drive fast because of its engine and its size, but the steering does not exactly support the sporty nature, I guess. And the brakes are very spongy. They do not offer an initial bite that you want from brakes to have. This proved to be a very nice city car when it was launched because of its all these characteristics: nice and peppy engine and good NVH levels, good airiness feeling in the cabin, so and slick shifting gearbox and light clutch. Because of these reasons, it was a very big hit. In my opinion, this engine feels even better than the newer i20 1.2 liter petrol engine. That engine is more powerful as compared to this engine, but due to the size and weight of the car, that engine doesn't do justice to the i20. It doesn't like pull in that way which this engine is capable of. It pulls very linearly. This engine has a sort of kick when you start to put your foot flat on the throttle, so I like that thing more in this car. Steering is heavy. that's a nice thing. I cannot redline this car because it does not have a tachometer. I'm not sure where it redlines, but so that was pretty much it about the car. It is a really nice car to drive as compared to the Marutis, and it is a comfortable car, not meant to be sporty driven, but it is having a very good engine, still in 2018. So big plus points to this car for a nice engine, which is having a very good pull. Okay, thanks a lot for watching the video, and I'll do more this kind of videos like in which I'll drive old and unique cars. So stay tuned to the channel, and thanks a lot for watching the video, and I'll catch you next time.